Welcome to SPASRO. Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we will see about Mars and Saturn in 4th house. In astrology, the interpretation of a natal chart involves looking at the positions of planets in the 12 astrological houses, as well as their aspects to each other and their placement in signs. The 4th house in a natal chart typically represents home, family, roots, and emotional security. When Mars and Saturn are placed in the 4th house, it can have various implications depending on the signs they are in and any aspects they make to other planets. Here are some general interpretations. 1. Conflict and discipline in the home. Mars represents action, energy, and assertiveness, while Saturn symbolizes discipline, structure, and responsibility. When these planets are in the 4th house, there may be a tendency for conflicts and power struggles within the family or a strong need for discipline and structure in the home environment. 2. Parental influence. The 4th house often represents the influence of one's parents and the upbringing. Mars and Saturn in this house can indicate a strict or demanding parental influence, which may have shaped your sense of responsibility and emotional security. 3. Emotional restraint. Saturn tends to restrict and control, while Mars is more impulsive and aggressive. When in the 4th house, there may be a tendency to suppress or restrain your emotional expression. You might feel a need to maintain a strong facade or be cautious in your domestic affairs. 4. Drive for home and family. On a positive note, Mars in the 4th house can indicate a strong drive to create a secure and stable home environment. Saturn can bring a sense of responsibility and dedication to family matters. You may work hard to establish your own roots and create a secure foundation for yourself and your loved ones. 5. Real estate and property. The 4th house is also associated with real estate and property matters. With Mars and Saturn here, you might be inclined to invest in real estate or take on significant responsibilities related to property management and maintenance. 6. Need for emotional control. Saturn's presence in the 4th house may suggest a need for emotional control and maturity in the realm of family and home. You might find that you need to work on establishing boundaries or dealing with issues related to family dynamics. It's important to consider the specific signs these planets are in and any aspects they make to other planets in your natal chart to get a more detailed and accurate interpretation. Additionally, consulting with a professional astrologer can provide you with a personalized reading that takes into account the entire chart. Astrology is a complex and multifaceted practice, and individual interpretations can vary. Certainly, here are some additional insights into having Mars and Saturn in the 4th house of a natal chart. 7. Challenges in the home environment. Mars and Saturn are both considered challenging planets in astrology, so their placement in the 4th house can indicate difficulties or obstacles in your home life. This might manifest as disputes with family members, a strict or authoritarian upbringing, or a sense of heaviness and responsibility when it comes to family matters. 8. Delayed or challenging domestic achievements. Saturn's influence can sometimes delay or make achieving domestic goals more challenging. You may have to work harder or overcome more obstacles to establish the kind of home and family life you desire. This placement can instill patience and perseverance in domestic matters. 9. Desire for tradition and heritage. Saturn in the 4th house can indicate a strong connection to tradition, heritage, and the past. You might have a deep respect for your family's history and a desire to carry on certain family traditions or values. 10. Conflict resolution skills. Mars in the 4th house may indicate a need to develop effective conflict resolution skills within the family. There can be a tendency toward confrontations, and it's important to find constructive ways to address and resolve family disputes. 11. Strong work ethic at home. With Saturn's influence, you may approach domestic responsibilities with a strong work ethic and a sense of duty. You are likely to take your role within the family seriously and work diligently to provide for and protect your loved ones. 12. Balancing independence and family. Mars in the 4th house can create a tension between your need for independence and your responsibilities to your family. You may need to find a balance between pursuing your own goals and fulfilling family obligations. Remember that while these general interpretations can provide insight into the potential themes associated with Mars and Saturn in the 4th house, the complete astrological picture is much more nuanced and personalized. The aspects these planets make to other celestial bodies and the signs they are in will further shape their influence on your life. For a comprehensive analysis of your natal chart and a better understanding of how these planetary positions affect you, consulting with a professional astrologer is recommended. Certainly, here are some additional insights into having Mars and Saturn in the 4th house of a natal chart. 13. Need for emotional independence. Mars and Saturn in the 4th house may indicate a strong desire for emotional independence and self-sufficiency within the context of your family and home life. You may be determined to stand on your own 2 feet and not rely excessively on your family's support. 14. Career and home life balance. This placement can create a challenge in balancing your career aspirations with your domestic responsibilities. You might feel torn between the demands of your professional life and the needs of your family. Finding a harmonious balance between the two can be a lifelong journey. 15. Long-term family goals. Saturn's influence in the 4th house may incline you toward long-term family planning and setting solid goals for your home life. You might have a vision of the kind of family and home environment you want to create and be willing to put in the hard work and discipline necessary to achieve it. 16. Renovation and property investment. With Mars and Saturn in the 4th house, you may have a strong interest in renovating or investing in property. These planets can provide the determination and practicality needed to take on ambitious home improvement projects or real estate ventures. 17. Self-reflection and emotional growth. Saturn's presence in the 4th house can lead to deep self-reflection and emotional growth within the context of your family and home life. You may grapple with issues from your past and seek to resolve them in a mature and responsible way. 18. Family heirlooms and inheritance. Saturn is often associated with inheritance and family legacies. This placement may indicate a connection to family heirlooms or a sense of responsibility regarding inherited property or assets. 19. Establishing family traditions. You might take it upon yourself to establish and maintain family traditions. Saturn's influence can make you value the stability and continuity of family customs and rituals. 20. Strong attachment to home. Mars and Saturn in the 4th house can create a strong attachment to your home and a desire to protect it. You may go to great lengths to ensure the security and stability of your living situation. As always, it's crucial to remember that astrology is a complex and individualized practice. The interpretation of these planetary placements can vary significantly based on the entire natal chart's configuration. Consulting with a professional astrologer can provide you with a more personalized and nuanced understanding of how Mars and Saturn in the 4th house specifically influence your life and experiences.